going through a divorce.
It probably hit you for 6, right?
Yeah, it did.
That is bang on trend.
The last time I was really dating was probably 2005.
You don't want to twiddle out of here like a Strictly dancer.
It's really hard to get back into, current modern dating.
Oh, can't wait to get all these clips.
Oh, I can tell you now, with your new profile picture, that's all going to change. The other day, I changed my profile picture, and it's amazing how many people came back to me and said, like your new picture. I didn't realise, I don't think that anyone's bothering to look at mine, but I often look at other people's profile pictures.
And why did you
WhatsApp.
change your picture?
Why
What
did
was the
I?
reason? Just fancy
Because,
an update?
what, do you really want the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Because I stopped colouring my hair and I realised I've still got dark hair in it. You've got to update your image because this doesn't look like you. Also, a lot of people that are using pictures that they're far too young for them.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. I mean, I'm single and I use dating apps, and you look through, and you think, well, actually, they don't look like they did in the other picture.
It's about being honest though, isn't it? A bit actually being like, okay, this is actually me, so this is my profile picture, and what you see is what you get. So like if we go further down the line from the first initial swipe or look or whatever, then it is true to who you're going to end up meeting on that date. Because how awful would that be if you've got this picture that is you of 10 years ago? You're kind of then putting yourself out there only to ever fail.
This is Jason. This is our guy. It looked a little bit out of focus, so I think he's just extracted that picture of him from a wider thing. That's probably a cropped picture.
I think he's got like a nice, sweet face, and
There's
he's
a
just
warmth about the photo, definitely.
yeah. There's definitely he looks like a nice man.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Jason. I'm 40 years old. I've got 3 daughters. I live in Lingfield in Surrey. I work as a business coach. I've been single for about 3 years. In that time, I've had a few dates that have lasted more than lasted up to 3 or 4. Obviously, not a lot of success. I'm on Plenty of Fish and Tinder. I love listening to all types of music. I play a bit of jazz piano. I love playing the ukulele. I play a lot of songs that my daughters like. They're very into the Little Mix, so I play Black Magic for them. It's one of their favourites, a bit of Ariana Grande. Normally play to them each night before they go to bed, and we have a bit of a sing-song. Also play things like Guns N' Roses. One of my favourite things to play is Sweet Child of Mine. If I was going on a date, I'd probably wear jeans, black jeans, something like that, and a shirt, something like that. And that's me.
Hello.
Hello,
welcome.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
He's bought his ukulele.
I have.
Are you going to give us a little song, a little turn on it?
Oh, I could
Sweet
do.
child of mine.
Sweet Child of Mine, already.
Boom, straight in.
I've never done anything like this makeover or anything before. I'm not having a great deal of luck at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully
We're here to help, I promise.
it will be sorted out.
Jason, what is have you got any ideas why you might not be having any luck at all? I mean, can you pin it down to anything?
No, because if I could, then I would sort it out. So hopefully you guys can help me and sort it out for me.
So what do you want to get from this experience, do you think?
I would like to be able to get more online dates. And see where it goes.
Have you been on a lot of dates recently?
No, not recently. I've been on a few here and there. The ones that I've been on so far haven't gone that well.
What's your chat game like? Is it good? Is it
It's
bad?
not
How would you
great.
rate it?
It's not great.
It's trusting yourself to be able to respond and interact and be fluent in the moment rather than over worrying about it beforehand.
And that's what we're here for, us
Okay.
two.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what that's really me.
What's your view on clothes and hair? And
What would be your go-to outfit if you were going on a date? Like what says you, what sums you up?
Jeans and a shirt normally.
The stripy shirt.
Yeah, stripy
like a
shirt.
stripe
Yeah.
polo shirt.
I've noticed
Yeah.
you like a stripy shirt.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you, like, about your choice of pictures? Is that just you picking those pictures, or have you had advice from friends? Or
When I came to find pictures, I have very few pictures of myself.
and that's a confidence thing.
Yeah. Well, no, I just don't take pictures of myself. I'm not. I take thousands
You're
of
not a
pictures of my
selfie
kids.
queen.
No,
You've got a specialist here.
I'll give you some advice on just basic composition lighting to get
Yeah.
the best from you.
Brilliant.
It'd be good to take a look at some of your current pictures.
Okay.
So we've got this giant eye tab. We can have a look so we can all see. So I think this is your opening
Yeah.
profile picture. So we wasn't sure whether that was a group picture that you cropped in.
Absolutely. It's got my kids underneath
Well done,
it.
Matt. Look at this one as well. Can I just ask where that was
That's horrendous.
taken? Where was that taken?
I have no idea. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Passport pic.
Well, maybe it was a photo. Maybe it was a passport photo. But again, it's one that I found and I put up. So
I
yeah.
just don't think that screams date me.
No, it doesn't. It's incredibly.
It's
Right,
it's
isn't
very
it?
poor lighting, so it's
Yeah.
making you very flat. It's not giving you any kind of shape here.
They're
How old are your
amazing.
children?
6, 9, and 16.
Are they
So-
open to you dating or?
My oldest one is aware that I'm dating. I've kind of been out of the dating scene completely. I was with my wife for about 13 years.
Right.
So that was the last time that I dated.
I'm in the same situation. I completely relate to you. So it's really hard
Yeah.
to get back into, current
Yeah.
modern dating is really tough. So
Yeah.
We need to get you back onto the market.
Excellent.
we want you to enjoy this experience most of all because it's going to be really
Okay.
fun.
Let's go.
We have many celebrities and royalty that constantly frequent my salon in the heart of Chelsea. Today, it's Jason's lucky day.
I'm going to take this much tighter and much shorter. If we take haircuts shorter and tighter at the sides, that usually has a very slimming effect. What's your view on how much men should sort of look after themselves or care about, their appearance?
Yeah, before I met my wife, I was quite different, and you kind of do stop trying, don't you, a little bit?
I suppose you get your comfy slippers on, don't you, a little bit?
Yeah.
You know, as you said, you've been married for quite a long time, and when you get back out there, it must be bloody daunting.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It
It
must
is
be.
really strange.
Dating before you met your wife, I mean, it was a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no online, was there?
No,
There was
no,
nothing
no.
like that, so you didn't have
Yeah.
to worry. And actually, I think in some ways, for a lot of people, it was. In some ways, it was easier because actually you could. It's not just about your profile,
Yeah.
your picture. Where people would just click or swipe. At least you'd have a chance. You might chat up someone. You might meet someone through
Absolutely.
friends, and you could rely on your personality more.
Yeah, I found it much easier before. The last time I was really dating was probably 2005, and I found it much easier to go and talk to somebody in a bar or something rather than online dating.
Well,
It's a little
exactly.
bit-
I mean, obviously, you said you're on a couple of the dating sites. Do you find that you're not getting enough clicks?
Yeah, not getting enough clicks. On Tinder, not getting enough likes, and just not getting enough people looking at my profile.
Yeah. Well, I can
No.
absolutely. I honestly, I can guarantee you that by the end of today, you're going to get so many more just by the way
Brilliant.
you're dressed, the way the picture's taken, the composition of the picture, the way your hair's going to look, just the way you present yourself. I'm dying to say something, and it's so. I've got to say it. You were on camera. I keep wanting to say to you, well, I find for me a simple dick pic is the best. It works every time. I couldn't help it.
How are we doing?
He's
Well, that was
good.
so good. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Are you
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah.
Do you need me to get the broom again?
Go on then. She makes a wonderful assistant, Lisa.
That's sweet.
She's much better sweeping the floor than giving grooming advice, I can tell you. Right, let's go and have a
Right,
shave.
what next?
Come on, get out of the way.
Hi, I'm Lisa Armstrong. I'm a celebrity makeup artist and work on shows such as Strictly Come Dancing. And I'm here to help you make the best of yourself and have a wicked makeover. Close your eyes for me. Just give your eyelids a wipe. So you wear glasses all the time, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't, everything seems a bit funny.
Right, so I'm just using some of this cleansing water. This is nice and pure. It's like not gonna. It's for sensitive skin, so it's not gonna cause any irritation. Just feels nice and cooling.
It does feel lovely.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna give you a little spritz of toner. So don't jump. You can open your eyes for now, but
Okay.
I won't blind you. I promise. Give it a little shake. Right, now just close your eyes for me, and it's just gonna be a little bit cold. Just a nice cooling mist. Just like tones the skin, so you can like breathe in and smell the aroma. And just look up for me.
Oh, what's that, Lisa?
So there's a little cooling roller ball. It just goes under the eye. You just literally cools down the eye area and it smooths out any lines and wrinkles. Again, this is an actual men's product. So again, I mean, if you wanted to take your skincare regime just a little bit further, because obviously you wear glasses as well, like it's quite important to have a nice clean under eye area. So if you just like a little rolly ball, I mean, it's really easy to use. I mean,
Does that feel cool
try it
on your
yourself.
skin now then?
So you literally
It's really
don't
cool,
poke yourself
yeah.
in the eye.
Oh, we do that.
So just go, rather than like that, just one motion. That's it. There you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
feels lovely. Is this something you do when you work with the celebs on Strictly?
Yeah, exactly that. Everyone, I mean, it's quite weird to kind of say like, you know, everyone comes through hair and makeup, even the men. But you have to. They're on TV. They want to look as well groomed and as polished as the women. So we have everyone through hair and makeup. And again, it's not as a full-on intense, you know, time in hair and makeup as it is obviously the women. But, you know, it's like shaving rashes, it's like the odd occasional spot, it's the grooming of the eyebrows, ear hair, nose hair, you know, a little bit of lip balm, you know, the weather changing, lips drying out, shave, you know, all that sort of thing that kind of, like, I guess people forget. You don't want to be like, you know, overly sweaty as well when you're going onto the dance floor or out in public, say, if you're in that arena. And again, we just use like a really nice base, skin, keep it nice and glowy, but obviously we're not going to do that for you. You don't want to twiddle out of here like a Strictly dancer. But we're just going to give you, this is just like a light tinted moisturiser, and again, this has an SPF in it, so you could literally just put a little bit of this on over your moisturiser, and then you know you're definitely completely protected in all weathers. Also, I'm going to pay a little attention to your eyebrows. How are we feeling about those? Obviously, you don't want to keep them on your head, but...
Yeah. I shave them every now and then.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, very rarely though.
Good modern man.
Yeah.
Check you out.
Normally done at the barber's though.
You haven't got a unibrow, have you? No, they're
No.
pretty good set actually.
He's got a good set of eyebrows, hasn't he?
Definitely.
You do look after them, and you don't have any hairs really in the middle, so we haven't got to worry about a monobrow. But I'm just going to give these a little trim here. So I'm just going to pull up the hair.
I guess a lot of guys kind of forget about, you know,
I
they
think
have a shave, they forget about their eyebrows, don't they? Because you do get the odd guy with the
The
big strand.
The
you know,
odd,
and
yeah,
it's-
the odd little straggler. We don't like a straggler.
No.
And your eyebrows are so important because they just literally frame your face. And as well, you know, because you are a glasses wearer, you know, that's so important. Like, as soon as somebody meets you, they're going to be drawn straight to your eyes. So to have really nice, neat, groomed, well-tidied eyebrow, I think is a really important thing. I don't suggest you know, start over-plucking and become like, you know, a lunatic, but like literally just keep them nice and tidy. There's a hair there that needs to go. There you go. Ooh. And just give them a little tidy up. So again, we're not over grooming you. We're just tidying up.
Yeah.
And actually, you've got a really good shape. You've got a really good eyebrow shape, and they're not too all over the place as well, which is nice.
It's good.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And also, we've got Lindsay here from Specsavers, who I'm going to bring in now. So she's going to talk to you about different shapes of glasses that you could potentially try, and also on what the best shape is for your face.
Hi, Jason.
Hello. I always find it really hard to choose glasses.
Really?
Yeah, I'm never really happy with what I choose. I don't know what I want. I don't know what suits me.
No. Okay. Well, we can definitely help you with that today.
Selection.
Come into
Wow.
play.
Amazing.
I mean, where do you start? How do you know that, you know, how do you know what suits someone's face?
Sections we look at face shape, skin tone, eye colour. So if someone's fairer, then obviously you don't want to wash them out, so you wouldn't necessarily put them in something that's heavy and dark.
I want to dive in.
Come on, man.
Let's do this.
Should we go for it?
What speaks
right.
to you?
These ones are speaking to me. I have
I
to say.
thought you were going to pick those.
Yeah,
I
because
looked
of
at
the
those.
corduroy,
and thought,
the brown. I think.
No more
Exactly,
of those.
that's what it's about.
Guys, don't forget us over here. We want a little
Sorry,
try on.
who are you? I can't remember. This is-
Hello.
My
Right.
glasses.
I've
That's
got,
what
a
it's
really,
about.
I've got a really big face as
star of the
well,
show.
so
Okay,
it's
so
like,
quite
okay,
round.
what do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're a bit small for your face,
I've got a
actually.
massive face.
A lot of people are wearing frameless, the lens-free glasses, just for a fashion.
Yes, fashion element.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on at the moment,
Yeah.
especially these kind of work.
Yeah, the aviator.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Specsavers
It's
oak frame.
old school.
But
is
it's
old,
super
yeah.
cool.
I think they're
Yeah.
cool, though.
And we do this
Yeah.
in different colours. So we've got it in silver and
Got
gold.
it. You've
I'll
got
give
it.
it a
You've
go.
got
Give it a
it.
try.
Come on.
But yeah, a lot more people are wearing them for fashion
Yeah, you're
purposes.
cool.
Like you
guy.
say.
He's like one of the Bond guys.
You can think
isn't
about
he?
wingman
Like
anytime. See, I need something for when I'm in
You
court
look smart for a change.
cross-examining and I need to say, I
How
put
dare
it to
you.
you, sir.
Okay.
Wow. Look at
Go
these
with the denim.
ones.
Go with the denim.
Yeah,
Do you think?
matching.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Can you get me a brown pair, please?
A brown pen.
That's good. That works.
Yeah,
I think that works.
That does work.
Now it's my
Get
turn.
involved.
So is there a specific colour that you would tend to go for?
I would normally go for black,
Okay.
but that's only because it's black. So
Yeah, it's very
not-
easy
yeah,
to
it's
wear,
very
isn't
easy.
it? It's a go-to colour, of course, because
yeah.
it goes with a lot of outfits, and it's very easy.
Maybe you should go with something
Right.
different then.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
To try it, because
I
if, you,
think-
if
Yeah.
you're used to having black, then maybe let's mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
This is you've got to be thinking about dates.
Yeah.
So these are your date.
Batman
These
Yeah.
are your Batman
Day glasses.
glasses.
Okay.
You've got a slightly longer face, but rounder.
Yeah. Okay.
So what would be his ideal shape? That in
So-
your expertise, like you'll go right. This is your ideal shape for your face shape.
So we would go for something rectangular or
Okay.
angular. Something a bit deeper for
Pop
your
that on,
face
see
shape
what
as
you look
well.
like
So
with
give
that.
that one a try. That one's a
turn around
crystal,
for
so
us, Jason, as well.
it might
There we go.
feel very different to what you're used to. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously you're currently wearing a metal frame.
Yeah.
You want to ensure that the frame sits correctly as well, so it sits
Okay.
on your nose right, but
It
doesn't
does that.
sit on your cheeks.
So where should it sit on my nose?
So it should sit at the top, just as you
Right
had
at
it
the top there,
naturally,
yeah?
just as you would wear it.
Do you feel comfortable in
But you
that?
just
It
wanna
does
make
feel
sure that
comfortable,
it's-
yeah.
I can see them
Yeah.
growing on you as
Yeah,
well.
I quite like them.
Yeah, I do quite like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Thank
important
you.
to try as many on as you can as well, just so you get a flavour for
Yeah.
different
And I
things.
like your thought
See, I
about
quite-
differentiating
I quite
between
like them.
daytime
Yeah,
and
they've
day.
got more of a bold statement, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because they're more
Yeah.
solid.
I quite like them
Yeah, I do
ones.
It's
Hmm.
a bit darker.
Is that a navy blue?
It's a grey crystal acetate. It's just a bit
Okay.
darker than the previous, but it
I think
darkens
that's
on the
nice.
face.
I think I
I like
prefer
them.
those to the
I
ones
prefer
before,
them.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I really
those-
like those.
I think that's
Yeah.
nicer with his skin tone.
Yeah.
That,
I was
that
just gonna
darker
say,
colour.
Because your skin tone's
Yeah.
quite fair, you want something that's not too harsh, but will slightly darken, so a crystal is really ideal for that.
Okay. Yeah, they do look really nice.
Right, let's
This
get
one's
these
a
ones
little
over here because we like these ones.
Okay.
Let's do a little wish list.
Okay. Are we going to narrow it down?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
narrowing.
Okay.
Normally when I go to an optician's, I'm in and out as quick as possible. So pick the first one or two.
Make some more time for you.
Yes.
Think about things before you're just like
Take a
rushing
breath.
in. Take a breath.
What do you think?
I think the second pair.
I'd like
I'm
these
still on the
still.
second
Yeah.
pair. Yeah, yeah.
We're going for the zhuzh. This is
Okay.
date night glasses. This is our favourite so far.
Yep.
Let's see what we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
these
I
ones are-
still like them the
Those
best.
are the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely. Yeah.
You happy
Yeah,
with
I'm
them?
happy with those.
Feel confident?
Yes.
Feel happy?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Lindsay.
You're very welcome.
What do you girls like? What do you look for in the first date?
Someone that is well presented, hygienic, and
Hygienic.
yeah.
What does that exactly mean? Does that mean he has to wash his hands every 5 minutes or what?
Almost.
So what makes you all individually stand out from the crowd? Because it's, come on, let's be honest, it's a very crowded market.
Oh, me? Okay. Well, I can sing. I'm a musician, so I tend to sing a beautiful happy birthday to individual friends in a Marilyn Monroe style. So it goes like, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, whatever is your name, happy birthday to you.
I think my name can be your date upstairs.
And what about yourself? Yeah, so for me it's that I know 3 foreign languages. Originally I'm from Italy, and I traveled a lot for work because I work for charities and NGOs. So I lived in Pakistan and a bit in Africa.
So what are your languages?
I know English, French and German. Yeah.
And also you've got such individually wonderful things that you both love, you all love, and you're good at. I don't know who's going to choose. I think he's going to be, I really do. I couldn't tell you.
And obviously we can't influence him, so we're just going to let him pick. So it's over to you guys now, and we'll see you later. So good luck.
Thank you.
See you later, guys.
Profile pictures really is about first impressions, so you need to get it right. And most people don't really think about it, but what you wear really matters. So wearing the perfect outfit can completely change your whole attitude, how you stand. It really can lift your confidence. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Welcome to the Star Space.
Okay.
So come over here. So let's talk about your wardrobe. Now, striped shirt after striped shirt after striped shirt.
There's a few checks in there as well.
Oh, a few checks. So what would you say is your everyday go-to?
Shirts, jeans, working shirt and trousers.
So looking at this rail,
Yeah.
is there anything that stands out to you that you like?
I like that. It's a striped shirt.
Do you know what? I went with what you liked. So
Okay.
this is why I got this striped shirt. But again, what I love about it, it's luxurious. It's luxurious from M&S. And as well, the colour is more seasonal.
Okay.
So I find that you're going for a lot of like pastels and blues, which I find are a little bit more officey. Something like this and, you know, a grey blazer like that, that is bang on trend.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've really gone with a palette which goes with your season. So you've got dark hair and dark eyes, which mean also you are an autumn. So autumns, when you're quite dark in the hair and dark in the eyes, you need colours that are quite rich and warm, which are going to bring out the yellow tone in your skin.
Okay.
So this is why I've kind of gone for the oxblood, the navy blues, you know, khakis.
Yeah.
I noticed as well, you know, in the picture where you're sitting down, it's simple things like experimenting with the cut of jeans. What do you usually go for? Because I can see, obviously, you're quite...
It's normal, I
That
think.
is not your leg, by the way. If you turn around for me. Is this the sort of fit that you maybe would kind of go to
Yes.
straight away? Okay, I'd really love to see some more fits on you, whether it's a slim, if you don't really want to go for skinny, which is sometimes a little bit risky, it's for the riskier customer, but if you want to go for something that's a little bit more trendy, I'd definitely experiment with some slim legs, and I've got some here as well, so I'd love to try that on you. So you see the fit of these jeans?
Yeah.
They're actually slim fits. How do you feel in them?
I actually quite like them, yeah.
Yeah, come and have a look in the mirror.
Feel slim at the calves, but they don't feel too slim up here.
And if you don't mind me saying, your butt looks great in these jeans. No, literally, turn around and have a look. They look great, don't they? Let's try you in with this blazer, all right?
Okay.
So turn around. So something like that. So is it something that you're, in terms of a pattern, is it something that you would go for maybe?
I wouldn't have done.
How do you feel with it on you? Yeah?
I like it. I do quite like it, yeah.
So now you're trying this on, is it helping you, is it making you a little bit more confident now to maybe try it a little bit more out of the box?
Yeah,
other than the
absolutely.
striped shirt?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's really kind of just bringing your look up to date, you know, with skincare, you know, hair care, and now with your style. It's not about losing who you are, it's just bringing out the best of you. So I know that you like to experiment, I know that you don't mind pattern, but you know, break up that continuity. Don't be a creature of habit, try on your trousers, you know, your blazers, and a little bit with your shirts.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna
change
do
up.
that, experiment with colours. Do you think you can take that away?
Yeah, I certainly will have a go.
Amazing. Jason seems like a really, really nice guy, but he seems to have the symptoms of what I call a style rut. You look through his wardrobe and it is striped shirt after striped shirt after striped shirt, which is, it's a nightmare, to be honest. I mean, if you want an interesting shirt to wear, try some colour. That's really important, to really try new things and not to be repetitive in what you wear from day to day.
I'm Kola Elation. Most people call me Kola. I'm a barrister and a public speaking coach. I'm going to be working with the people we're updating to build their confidence so that they can make great connections on the date. Ooh, looking sharp. And the thing that we noticed when you came in, we kind of got it from your profile as well, is kind of a lack of confidence.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Where did that come from? You know, how did you get to that point?
Probably going through a divorce.
It probably hit you for 6, right?
Yeah, it did. It was her choice. But at the time I was devastated.
Would you say that you were a much more confident person before that, or were you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, much more confident before that.
So you had more you held yourself better, you had more confidence in what you were saying.
Yeah.
And it sort of pulled the rug out
Yes,
from
it
under
did,
you.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you done if you said something that you've done that's quite big, what would that be?
Ran a hotel.
Sorry, where's this on the profile? I'm Matt Charlton. I've written for Charlie Brooker, the Royal Variety Performance. Today they've let me out of my dark room and unshackled me from my computer to help our people pimp their profiles.
It was a hotel, bar and restaurant, so it was.
Okay.
It was
So you
full
got
on,
to eat was it a good restaurant?
It was a good restaurant, yeah.
And you got to eat the food?
I did. I also cooked a bit as well. I really enjoyed the cooking side of it, so spent some time in the kitchen.
Literally just put cooking here. So what you actually mean is you've learnt to cook from qualified chefs.
Women will love that. To be a man that cooks, first of all, that means you've got passion, because cooking is a passionate thing.
Yep.
And that is fantastic. And what it means is you've got character, you've got history, you've got something about you. We've got to bring that out. What's your technique for asking questions? Because there is a way to ask questions that will actually draw you both deeper and closer. And there's a way that's just kind of making conversation but not really going anywhere.
I would say that it's making conversation and not really going anywhere.
Right, okay. So a little tip with questions, right, is think about where you can ask why questions or how questions. Because why questions are why did you do that, or how did you feel about that? You know, what did you learn from that? Because what you're doing is you're drawing out what their personality is as opposed to just what they did. So whenever you get that into that conversation and you asking her about herself or something, see if you can draw out things that are about her emotion.
Okay.
You know, why you did this, how did you feel? That will be much, much more powerful.
Jason, well, you look great, you're sounding great, I can see the confidence oozing from you in a good way.
He's leading man now, isn't he?
You are a
He's
leading
like,
man, like who? Who do you reckon?
like Hugh Bonneville or something like that.
Colin Firth, jump in that lake with a white shirt, do it.
Looking sharp.
Brilliant. How do you feel?
Brilliant. Feel really good. It's been fantastic.
Have a look at yourself in the mirror. There. You look great.
Yeah, I really like it.
What part of your whole look, obviously other than the hair, do you...
Of course the hair. Of course the hair and the skin and the clothes. Yeah.
Do you know what strikes me? Actually, I love your glasses.
Yeah.
I really like
That
the
has
glasses.
completely changed the whole look of your face.
Are you taller?
It's made you stand.
You are
I think
standing.
you're standing. Yeah, I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
you're standing a lot
It's
taller.
like you've been down the gym actually.
There you go.
One day.
Okay, Jason, I think it's time now we can do some pictures of you. So I understand the pressures of modern dating because I'm also single. I've seen some really horrendous dating profile pictures, and it's quite easy just to swipe them across within an instant. So it's all about imagery.
Well, I haven't really taken any photos of myself. I've taken loads of photos of my kids.
Yeah, which is
but
great.
very few of myself. So
yeah, so a lot of the pictures taken by others, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're going to stay to that theme today because it's quite unusual for a guy to kind of pose as a selfie. It's more kind of girls kind of tend to do that. So I think what we'll do is rather than having you looking into the camera doing the classic kind of high up picture, we'll just get you kind of interacting with some people behind me, and I can take your shots of you in kind of a reportage, natural kind of unstaged look, which is really quite nice. So obviously you have a mobile phone, don't you? So would you use that to take your own picture on?
Yeah,
generally?
yes, that's the only thing I'd use, yeah.
So what I could help you with, do you know about kind of rules of thirds in photography, the grid lines?
No, tell me.
Okay, so on your phone, there's a feature where you can put your grid lines on, which is the classic rule in photography. It's called rules of thirds. So you'd have a grid, and then you'd put your eye line on the top line, which is just it's just better composed, the image, because naturally we kind of are drawn to that area. So just be mindful if you are going to take a picture of yourself, just to keep your eye line on that top line, which would just compositionally be more appealing.
Yep, okay, that sounds good.
Also to bear in mind your light source. So if you're taking a picture in a dark room, then it's likely to be quite fuzzy and your eyes would look quite black. So that's something to avoid. So always try and encourage yourself to have some natural light available too. So whether there's a window, which would be much more flattering, but avoid any heavy sunlight because that will create kind of dark shadows and it will burn out your skin. Also another thing to avoid is any downlighters straight above your head that would create kind of dark shadows under your eyes. So just be mindful and just have a think about your background. Just make sure there's no, I know one of your images you had a plug one that you cropped in, so just be mindful of what's behind you or anything kind of that potentially could stick out the top of your head or to the side. So because you're not a big fan of taking your own picture, I'm going to take the picture for you, and I want you to look at someone behind me. I'm going to get the boys in actually. In fact, boys, come through. So I'm going to get them to stand behind me. So I just want you to interact with them, and I'm just going to take some pictures of you, and then we're just going to choose your best ones. Just turn slightly towards me, about there, that's it. Just interact with the lads, just big smiles, laughter, don't look into the camera.
You're in a leading man, there you go.
Great, come on, a bit more laughter. Just looking into the camera for me now, that's it. Just to keep your shoulders to that side, turn again, and just smile into the camera. Lovely.
There it is.
Perfect. So Jay, it's your old picture. Let's get rid of that, and this is your new one.
Look at this.
So what do we think, guys?
Don Draper or what?
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you.
So we've done a couple. So we've done someone kind of in a kind of social environment in a bar, and then we've done a more kind of corporate one that you could have as your business profile because you're a businessman.
Nice. Great headshot.
That is a really good headshot.
And you look confident.
I love it.
As
really
well.
like it. Yeah.
You got your
Brilliant.
personality
You
in
seem
there.
Blimey.
shocked. Are you shocked?
Completely shocked. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good. You look really good there. I think that's my favourite.
What do you think your daughters are going to think when they see that?
They'll be amazed. They really will.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much. It really is good.
Do you know, when you think about it though, there's a massive difference, but in a way there's not. Because you've only got a different jacket and a different shirt on, you've had your hair cut a bit shorter, and that's it, and a decent picture.
And glasses.
It's not, it's very achievable.
Looking at that picture, looking at you now, what do you feel in terms of where you are now compared to where you were during that difficult time?
Completely different. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
amazing.
Completely different. Today's been amazing, and it's taken me a long time to get through that, but it's been really good.
You're there now. We're there now, so that's
Yeah.
a good thing. And I think you can also with that, with your newfound confidence, I think that comes across, and you submit that energy onto other people. So then they will pick up on that energy and go, look at this really cool, confident guy. I want to know him. I want to speak to him. I want to, go on a date with him and get to know him more.
Jazz star cooking and jazz star piano, an archer and a gentleman.
Nice.
I love the reference to the gentleman.
A big heart as well. That's most important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we see
have.
today.
You really have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jason, we've uploaded your new profile and images onto a dating site,
Okay.
so we're
Brilliant.
live.
Excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting it out there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Come on, go and have a look.
Let's have a go.
Oh, you've got 2 messages.
Tracy J.
Oh gosh.
Photo looks like he's a real gentleman with glasses, which makes him look like he's polite and respectful and intelligent, and that's quite attractive.
Now, read it out to us.
Hi Jason, how's your day? Are you ready to have a blast with a Chinese comedian?
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, all right.
Right, go on and give us the message to send back.
Always up for a bit of comedy. What's your best joke?
Girls, actually, should we leave the boys to it and let them just have a bit of boys' time? They can start.
lads night.
Grab a boys' night out. We'll see you later. We'll catch you later.
Okay, right, here we go.
Tight and send.
Gone.
He said, always up for a bit of comedy. What's your best joke?
Let's have a look at the other messages
Yeah.
as well.
Dig in.
Stephanie R.
Hello. Hello Jason. Nice to match. Really curious to discover something more about you.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So what was
Shall
the
we?
what sticks out from what we've talked about today that you'd like to sort of say first?
How can I say something about me
Yeah.
without sounding full of myself?
You can easily say something about you. It's just a fact. It's nothing showing off. It's just a fact.
Okay.
So just say, well, you learned to cook from professional chefs, didn't you?
Yes.
So I've got my cooking lessons from professional chefs. How's that for a start?
Perfect.
Okay.
Tell me something
The
about
thing
you.
is, you think that it's going to sound full of yourself, but actually, what they're looking for, I think, they're looking to see a bit of confidence.
Absolutely.
I just got a message from Jason, and he says, I like to cook for a professional chef. Can you cook? Oh wow, we go into the interesting topics already, happy.
She comes back and she says, actually, I can't cook.
Well, we'll see.
What do you think about this line?
Yeah.
So why don't you come over to mine and let me cook for you?
That is
Sounds good.
right from the get-go.
Straight to the pictures.
What do you think
Yeah,
of that?
she looks really nice.
Good smile.
Yeah.
Love to travel, love to smile, would live on a small island and spend as much time possible on a beach.
Tracy, let's have a look at Tracy's profile.
Hey, ladies. Hey, guys. Hi. How's it going? Actually, let me get a picture of you.
Oh, you got a reply.
Oh.
You got a reply, my friend.
What did you send him?
I just said why my accountant friends never get asked to numbers together on a dating app. That's not fair.
Why my accountant friends never get asked to add 2 numbers together. That's not fair.
That's a thinker.
That is a thing. I'm having to think.
What about you two? Got any messages?
Let me look at her profile
Yeah,
while the message is coming
And have a think about that joke.
in. She's really pretty.
She's lovely, yeah.
She is.
Oh,
there you go, another
might
reply.
be. Ooh,
Can't wait to meet you.
let's have a look at her profile. All right.
I'm still waiting. He didn't message me yet. But then, he has to message 3 different girls at the same time. Busy, yeah?
Dog lover.
Dog lover. Is that a microphone?
She records dogs.
Yes.
Obviously.
Oh, sorry. Can you go back to the first picture?
Right.
Doesn't
And
look like
then to the second picture?
Okay.
That's what I
Keep
thought.
scrolling.
What the third set?
This is these 4 different people.
They look like completely different
Yeah.
people, don't they?
Okay, I've seen resemblance there a little bit, but
He doesn't know we're here?
No, not at all.
Jason!
Out of those 3, is there anyone that you particularly
drawn
like
to.
are drawn to?
yeah.
Well, I've got some news for you.
Okay.
All 3 of those lovely ladies are downstairs having a drink.
Really?
They really are.
this is Jason, okay? And he has chosen one of you lucky ladies to have a date with tonight.
It's you, Tracy.
Oh, thank you.
Ukulele over here.
Okay.
Well, there be
If I'm singing, you're singing. Ready and waiting. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You look really great too.
Thank you. So, thank you. Thank you very much.
The mic is shaking.
I put some makeup on these and
Oh, so do you still have makeup?
T-zone stuff. They haven't put a lot on, but they put some T-zone stuff on.
It looks
what
very
else?
natural.
Got new glasses. I didn't understand your joke.
Oh, maybe my sense of humor is just weird.
Explain the joke to me.
You didn't understand either. Then my humor is really bad. So after I told people I'm a comedian, many people would ask me like, tell me a joke.
Okay.
But then my joke is like, why do the accountants not get asked to quickly add the two numbers together when they say they are accountants? Why the comedians get asked to tell a joke? My real job is working in a credit card company.
Oh, okay.
Get the menus out and then let the conversation flow.
Are you a meat eater?
I do eat meat, but I like seafood more than
Oh, really?
meat. Yeah.
Oh, I love seafood. I ran a hotel for a while, and I spent a lot of time in the kitchens just because I was so interested to learn. So I got taught off a lot of the professional chefs, which was really nice. Yeah. So I love cooking. I don't use recipes. Everything has to be sort of off the cuff, so to speak.
Wow. Because I'm Chinese, I eat lots of like more weird things.
Okay, what's the weirdest thing you eat?
You know these worms that make silk?
Yes.
Yeah. Before they grow into worms, they were like in this
chrysalis.
I don't know what's that called. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think it's
so we
chrysalis,
deep
yeah.
fry that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, really? Thank you very much.
Quite engaged, isn't she?
Cheers. Nice to meet you.
Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Different stand-up comedy shows.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in cryptocurrency.
Hi.
Hi.
How's your
Good.
meal?
It's wonderful. Thank you.
We cooked it ourselves, so we're very sort of self-conscious about how you enjoyed it. We put a lot of effort into it. We really, really did. Now, between your starter and your main course, we believe there might be something, a performance piece, if you will.
Okay.
I mean, we've obviously been drinking now, so we're ready for this.
Okay, brilliant.
That you might want to pick up the little ukulele.
Okay.
And maybe
Ukulele.
that's a ukulele that just happens to be leaning over there. Now, what's the number?
When the night
Has come
and
The land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand.
We left out.
That's right. Stand by me. Stand by me. Yeah. Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. 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 Cheers.
to new beginnings.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's been a bit emotional. I've never had anything like this before. Completely new experience for me, and I feel like a different person walking away. I think the date went really well. She seems really nice. We'll see what happens now.